Hello, my name is Nicholas. Thank you for clicking on my video. As promised, I wanted to create a video talking about the major of nutrition, dietetics, and whether or not to attend a accredited university or a non-accredited university. Before I continue, one should also be cautious of an accredited university that is not recognized. So therefore, there are some universities that are accredited, but not by a recognizable accrediting body. So be cautious of that as well. Years ago, when I started my education, I really didn't know where to go. I really did not have any information. At that time on the internet, there were few videos out there that were like this, real, to where I can get real information from a real fucking person. All the videos that were out there were smiling people who have their parents paying for their education. That's not me. But anyway, I needed information because I was looking toward more of, I guess, alternative medicine, sports nutrition combination, and quite frankly, I didn't know what university to go to. I didn't know the difference between an accredited versus a non-accredited. I said, well, what's the benefit of going to a accredited? I chose to go to a accredited university, which I feel was the best decision. Let's just say if I wanted to pursue alternative medicine. I kind of look at it like this. You have to start somewhere. And I feel nutrition, or even exercise science to a certain degree, is the best starting point. I often would hear, well, Nicholas, if you're pursuing nutrition at an accredited university, the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, the A&D, dictate what you learn. I am here to tell you chemistry is chemistry. Anatomy, physiology, human physiology is human physiology. So I'm going to learn the chemistry based in all things, regardless of what the Academy wants. Frankly, I'm fucking tired of people mentioning the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics because I don't care for it either. And just to note, I am not pursuing the route to become a registered dietitian, so I don't want anyone to think that I'm trying to be biased and tell you to go to an accredited university. I'm going to support what I'm saying shortly. So anyway, the reason why I tell people you should start out at an accredited university, because at any time, if you want to go from there and transfer to a non-accredited, I believe your credits may transfer. But if you did it in the reverse, a non-accredited university, and you're like, oh, I don't really like this, I want to go to an accredited university, it's going to be difficult for you to transfer your credits. I have known people who, they tried, and they completed difficult courses at a non-accredited university. So how could you expect to transfer anything to where a real accredited university that is recognized is going to accept? It does not work like that. There are rules that we have to adhere to, not only to protect us, but to protect people in the future that you may work with. And so I'm out and about just talking to regular people, some people in the industry, and I meet people who go forward and pursue, let's just say, a certification in nutrition. And I'm not against certifications. I'm open-minded to different forms of education. But of course, I ask questions, and I spoke to several different people who earned their so-called degree, which in my opinion is not a degree, at the Global Institute of Alternative Medicine. Finally, I said, I'm going to do my research and see what this is about. And so here's an image I'm going to put up here for you to view. And I wanted to learn a little bit about the curriculum. And to my surprise, actually I wasn't that surprised, it was lacking. And I tried to gather information, well, who's teaching you this stuff? Who are your professors? And I realized that their professors were nurses. And my idea is this: if I'm going to pursue nutrition, I want my professor to be educated in nutrition. I learned that the persons that I would talk to really did not have the insight on nutrition. They would make recommendations based on opinion and not really science-based, not really an understanding when it comes to chemistry. And guess what? If he or she wanted to transfer to a accredited university, as I mentioned earlier, he or she can't. They can't do it. It's not going to get accepted in most cases that I'm aware of. So where do they go from there? It's really hard to, go from one place to another when you really don't have a degree that is recognized. I apologize, my workout mat fell. I know some people who then went to something or a university called Everglades. And this is something that I had to do more research about, so I'm not ignorant. And again, somehow, some way, then these people get a degree, if you want to call it that, in alternative medicine, but really don't have the insight on how this stuff works. So my question is, where are you going to work at? What are you going to do? How are you even going to get taken seriously? So what is happening with these people is they have nowhere to go with their form of education. I'm not saying that these people did not work hard to earn their education. I'm not saying that the classes are lacking, because I wasn't in the classes, but I often judge based on what people tell me. If they say, hey, I attended this and did this, I want to know their knowledge base. That's the whole point of questioning somebody. So I slowly but surely started to learn that some of these people really don't have the knowledge base. Will you be able to move forward to, let's just say, do research? Not only research, but let's just say if you want to get your master's degree. With this form of education, it's difficult to do so. Trust me, I've known several people that are stuck. That's the only way I can explain it. Some of them are working at a health food store and don't really care for their job anymore. They want to move on, but they can't move on. And the money they paid for their education was either really cheap or expensive. Like if you went to the Global Institute of Alternative Medicine, if you pursued a nutrition certification, it really doesn't take you that long to earn one or get one. I think it's 6 to 12 months. Now, mind you, just knowing that, if you pursue nutrition in a university setting, college setting, it will take you approximately 3 to 6 years, depending on how many credit hours you take and all things. And if you look at the actual curriculum of the Global Institute of Alternative Medicine, I mean, that would take me less than, a term to complete. And in my opinion, that doesn't necessarily qualify you as a nutritionist. But again, I want to make this clear. I'm not against different forms of education. I take it all into consideration. I try to. I be fair. I'm not biased. I don't support all RDNs, registered dietitian, nutritionists. So if you're looking to pursue alternative medicine, you can start in nutrition at an accredited university. You can learn so much and graduate, mind you, and then move on to something like alternative. You're safe. You can move on to do other things. So I know this was a mouthful. I hope I provided with you some insight. I hope this information was helpful. I wish someone would have answered these questions to me when I first started out, because I had no fucking idea. So girlfriend, boyfriend, question everything. Don't take anyone's word. Do research on what I say, because things are subjected to change at any time. With colleges, university, accredited, not accredited, things are changing. But currently, I hope this information is current, accurate as of now. Okay, thank you. Peace.